Such a beautiful night. A beautiful foggy night. That makes me hungry for something. I guess I could make something before I start. But what should I make? So to take some of the stress off of me this time, I decided to go with something simpler. And it doesn't quite get as simple as instant mashed potatoes, does it? Also, I didn't have time to boil actual potatoes, so this is what I had to do on a time constraint. Anyway, for the ingredients, I decided to use a cup of mashed potatoes, a cup of water, a third of a cup of oat milk, a tablespoon and a half of butter-style spread, a squeeze of minced garlic. How much that means to you, I will leave to your own judgment. And for the spices and seasonings, a quarter teaspoon each of salt and pepper, and a tablespoon of sage, because that's the focus. If you're wondering why I used oat milk and butter-style spread, I'm lactose intolerant. That's pretty much it. You're free to use milk and butter if you want. Anyway, it looks like we're just about done here. Once I'm done giving the thumbs up, we're gonna get right back to the gameplay. We're getting right back to the gameplay. Those mashed potatoes were great. How about we go on ahead and take care of some sage quests? Hello, I don't remember which voice I gave you, so I'll probably give you a different one. Wonderful timing, Throat. Remember that mystery plan I sent to Charlene for analysis? I received the results not long ago. It was, muskmauli, a herb that possesses potent aether fortifying properties. Owing to its effect, its cultivation was outlawed some years ago. 'Tis most certainly why the fugitives came to Eorzea. Unable to obtain the herb in Charlene, they decided to procure it from the Arboretum. They likely intended to use it in conjunction with the soul crystal to further enhance themselves, though their motives are still a mystery. The fact remains that they've already caused harm and will continue to do so until they are brought to justice. Now, as they failed to obtain muscamoli here, they will need to look elsewhere, and I'm pleased to say that my informer has helped me to identify an apothecary who deals in the herb, and whom I suspect our quarry will seek out. This individual is a resident of Lost Hope in central Thanalan, and that is where we shall next take ourselves. Mark my words, they won't escape this time. I'll suffer them to misuse the sage's noble art no longer, and much less with that soul crystal. Ahem. If we're to catch the fugitives, we'd best hurry. That said, we should take a moment to regroup and prepare at Blackbrush Station before heading on to Lost Hope. Remind me again why she got a little angry when mentioning that soul crystal? Whatever. We'll find out later. Or we already found out and I just forgot because of how long it's been since the last Sage video. Good God, such a dry and dusty place this is. What I wouldn't give for a bath right now. Want me to join you? How long have you been there? I mean, 'tis well you're here. I've already replenished my supplies, so if you're ready, we may begin looking for the apothecary at once. A heroine woman whose facial tattoo should mark her out. Wow, I can't speak. Fugitives are like to be searching for her too. Let's find her before they... This woman yonder fits the description, but something appears to be amiss. Let us investigate. Hey, don't go anywhere with without your designated healer. Help me, please. What ails you, madam? I was dealing with a customer when a group of bandits attacked us. I managed to flee, but he's still at their mercy. Who, the merchant? Worry not, we'll help you. Pray lead the way. Thank you. It could only be them. It's indeed them, but wait. Is that Mr. Faldrene? Master Faldrene. Fancy meeting you guys here. It's over, villains. Lay down your arms, or else. Or else what? Answer me one thing. What is all this for? Why go to such lengths and forsake everything you had to obtain power? And why wield such power against good, well-meaning souls? Good, well-meaning? You know nothing about us. Nothing. You're just fools who believe everything you've been fed. I'm beginning to regret sparing you. Do you feel it? The weight of the sacred duty. To strive for the betterment of mankind and stand as a beacon of hope. To play with people's lives. Do you feel it? The weight of the sin? You would speak of sin? To do naught when a life might be saved. That is the greatest sin. Every day unfortunate souls die without reason, at fate's whim. 'Tis the sage's duty to fight this injustice by whatever means he may. If you understand this, then it's not too late for you. You may yet make something of your lives. Shut your mouth! If you're determined to protect that wretch, then I consider you complicit. Wait, I know you! Oh, okay. Oh, I guess we're fighting a giant ant. Rather too close to the settlement for comfort. I fear for the civilians. They wouldn't stand a chance against such a fiend, as they would well know.
You bastard!
No, don't let them provoke you. Stay with me. Listen to my voice. We must lure the beast elsewhere and tend to it. Throat, would you mind assisting me? Go. I have the situation here in hand. Did that guy with the purple coat sound a little bit evil to you? Oh, whatever, I get to kick the ass of some giant bug. And then a little bit of this. This thing's gonna fall really fast, isn't it? There we go. Whew, thank you, my friend. And well thought. I dare say you're a born sage. Fascinating. But come, we should return to the others. The villains may not remain stricken for long. Their condition is unchanged. We should probably take advantage of this and apprehend them. But this symptom... Hold on, I'm getting us out of here.
We fully going, sir?
No, you're not, and you know it. It's the enhancement, isn't it? I know something of the procedure, of its potency, and the harm it causes. There's a limit to the amount of corporeal ether a living being can harbor. As we grow up, it waxes. As we grow old, it wanes. A gradual, gentle process, if allowed to function in a natural fashion. But complications may arise when one forcibly fortifies the ether, as a rogue healer was rumored to have been doing with live subjects some years ago. The man used an unproven procedure on countless souls, a forbidden procedure known only to a select few sages. Though he succeeded in a few instances, those subjects suffered from debilitating side effects, but those rumors were denounced by the Forum as baseless, and yet... You'll believe anything they tell you, won't you? Naive fools. What? Can you stand? Wait, please. It really is you, isn't it? Malhad, Ansel. Yes, it is. My children, oh how you've grown. Thank the 12 you're alive. And they're gone. Well, something tells me that this isn't as cut and dry as was introduced to us. I had the perfect chance to apprehend the fugitives to complete my mission, but I couldn't. It seems you know them, the ones called Malhad and Ansel. Of course, they're my adopted children. They were orphaned at a young age, and I took them in and raised them as my own. Though none of us were related by blood, we became as close as a family as any. Ours was a quite comfortable life, but then one day Malhad fell sick. She had a raging fever and grew weaker with every passing moment. Etherspurn, the illness is called. Etherspurn. I've read about it. A rare disease wherein the body becomes unable to draw ether from food. There's no known cure, only palliative care. Our troubles didn't end there. As we were struggling to look after Malhad, a fell beast attacked our settlement. Ansel tried to protect his sister and was badly hurt. The healer
said that he would be bedridden for the rest of his days. Didn't know what to do without the coin to care for them. My mind went to dark places. I began thinking of how I might spare them the pain, spare us all. It was in that state that he found me, a kindly traveler, a healer. Yes, he offered to help Malhad and Ansel and refused what little payment I tried to give, but he also said that their condition demanded special care and facilities. It would take years, many years. Desperate as I was, I accepted without hesitation. And so he left with my children. It was hard not knowing what became of them, wondering if I had made the right choice, but I clung to the hope that one day we would be reunited. And we were. Oh, to finally see them again is... I haven't the words for it. And it matters not that they've changed. The healer. What was his name? Gildevane, he called himself. A healer of some renown in his native Charlene, I believe. A truly touching tale. Where there is life, there is hope, would you not agree? Now then, if I'm no longer needed here, I shall return to making my rounds. Till next time, my aspiring sage. I believe the danger has passed, but for good measure, I will ask the immortal flames to keep an eye on the area. We are in your debt. Now, if you don't mind telling me, was this your first time meeting Master Faldrene? Oh no, he's a regular of mine, introduced by an acquaintance, and when he comes, he always takes a moment to treat those who are unwell. To have so many kindly healers, Charlene must be a wonderful place indeed. And who is this acquaintance of yours, if I might ask? A merchant in Aleport. Master Faldrene buys alchemical ingredients from him, rare items sourced directly from Thavnair. I see. Out of curiosity, what did Master Faldrene buy from you this time? Oh, just the usual, a few sprigs of muscamole. He was actually the one who told me where to get the herb. Says it's used to treat certain serious illnesses.
That sounds like the herb that they were trying to get.
Well, if you'll excuse me, I'll be returning to my stall. I don't know when, but I know my children will return, and I must work hard if I'm to give us better lives. Let us return to Idleshire for now. Recent events have given me much to ponder. Throat. Ashamed though I am to admit this, I'm no longer certain of the truth. It wasn't Loifa and his accomplices who sought the muscamole, but Master Faldrene. No, what the fugitives want is Master Faldrene himself. Clearly they bear a grievance against him. If those despicable rumors were true, then, and one of ours was actually... But the Forum was adamant in their denial, and surely they wouldn't. My mind is running amok. Forgive me, but I need a moment to rein in my thoughts.
Is the moment up yet? I guess it is.
Throat, pray forgive me my earlier bewilderment. If you do not mind, I would review the situation as it stands. We have been laboring under the assumption that Loifa and his companions had come to Eorzea to further enhance themselves in the pursuit of forbidden power. To that end, they seek to procure muscamole.
Muscamaloi. Wow. I guess saying it slow and actually carefully reading the word... Now that I think about it, I kind of did that with Lenosha. I was calling it Lenosica for a few years.
Which they would have used in conjunction with a stolen soul crystal. But it wasn't the muscamaloi they wanted. No, what they wanted was the man who wanted it, Master Faldrene. Using the herb as a lead, they went to the Arboretum in anticipation of the Core's arrival, and failing to find him there, they made their way to Lost Hope. Such is my theory, at any rate. What do you make of all this?
He's a madman, and a fool besides.
No. It's what is actually the truth. Loifa and his companions aren't criminals, they're victims.
So you think so too? There is something else, Throat, the rumors I mentioned, of a Charlene healer who conducted heinous procedures on live subjects. After sharing recent developments with the command, they reopened the investigation, and have, to our considerable shock and surprise, confirmed that there appears to be some truth to them after all. The villain went to great lengths to conceal his operation, and thus did he manage to elude the authorities for years. The man's identity is yet to be conclusively ascertained, but we have a suspect, a sage who disappeared from Charlene shortly before our fugitives first appeared, a sage by the name of Gildevane. Yes, the same Gildevane who took Malhad and Ansel into his care, I expect. If they were victims of his experiments, then they would have every reason to follow him to the ends of the world. While much of this is conjecture, it goes far towards explaining that which we know. Let us proceed on this assumption and have faith from them, and have the truth from the man at the heart of the recent incidents, Faldrene. Now, according to the apothecary, it was a merchant in Aleport who introduced them. If we find this merchant, we may also find Faldrene. To Vilbrand!
Okay.
Ah, smell that sweet sea air. Oh, I guess you're here too.
So this is Aleport, one of Vilbrand's most One of Vilbrun's foremost trading hubs. Ah, how I should like to take in the sights, but that must wait. We have work to do. We must try to find this merchant before Fortune does. As I recall, the man deals in Thavnarian wares. Let us begin by...
Healer! Send for a healer! Yeah, healer. Good. We've got us some badly hurt folk just as attacked by the looks of it. Can you go and tend to them?
Okay.
Might be as whoever did this is still near, so watch yourselves. I'm gonna raise the alarm.
What in the world happened? We're too late to help the merchant. But Loifa, you can still save him. Yet our earlier speculation was simply that, speculation. We do not know for certain what he and his companion seek to accomplish. What we do know, however, is that they took a life in Charlian. They are murderers. I know it's not my place to pass judgment, but... they took her from me. My mother. He was right. I am a fool. I thought I was strong enough to keep my feelings out of it.
Well, I can't tell us anything if he's dead. I suppose I better heal him.
Yes, we cannot have justice without the truth. For my mother and all others who have suffered, not least of all, forgive me my indecision, Throat. Please, render Loifa your aid.
Diagnosis, he's only mostly dead.
Are you all right?
Malhad and Ansel, where are they?
They were not here when we arrived, only the merchant. It was too late for him, but Throat was able to save you. Will you tell us what happened? Who was it that attacked you?
Gildevane, who else? That bastard is still out there because of you, and now...
So it is as we expected. Falternae's Gildevane.
Finally ready to accept it, are you? You can change his face and his name, but there's no changing the monster he is. Still masquerading as a kind-hearted healer, a wolf in sheep's clothing who preys upon the vulnerable for his vile experiments.
So you were indeed his test subjects. I'm sorry. Had I known, I...
Save your apology. It won't bring Malhad and Ansel back. When we confronted Gildevane, they shielded me from his magic. He must have taken them. Couldn't do anything. For all the power and the sacrifice, I couldn't do a damn thing. Oh, I just noticed that she has heterochromia of the eyes.
What are you talking about?
I was born with a disease of the lungs. As I grew, so too did it worsen, until I had but a few moons left to live. It was then that Gildevane appeared before us, before me and my master. With the wisdom of Charlian, he could cure me, he said. Having believed for so long that I never had a chance, I wasn't sure how to feel. But my master was overjoyed, and seeing that joy, for the first time I wanted to live. For him. For me. But we were fooled. In the guise of treatment, Gildevane subjected me to a dangerous procedure to fortify my ether. I wasn't the only one. There were others. So many others. But one after another they disappeared, until only a few of us remained. We who survived had been more than cured. We'd been given unnatural powers. I was twice as strong as any man and could channel magics with ease. For all the good it did, I was no match for Gildevane and his tricks. Worse still, I couldn't protect Malhad and Ansel. If this life is my reward for the suffering and sacrifice, I'd have been better off dead.
Malhad and Ansel still need you. You can't give up now.
Help me. Please. I want to save them, but I can't do it alone. I need help. So please.
Okay.
If Gildevane went to the trouble of taking Malhad and Ansel, it can only mean one thing. It means to experiment on them again. We can't let that happen. We have to find and save them.
Wait, even if we managed to ascertain Gildevain's whereabouts, the fact that remains that the three of you together couldn't overpower him. We cannot expect to fare much better. In all likelihood, he himself is also enhanced. If we are to confront him, we must have a foolproof plan. Do you not agree, Throat?
Very well.
For now, I ask that you return to Idleshire. I will join you out there after briefing the Yellow Jackets on the situation.
Okay.
Wow. Who could have foreseen that it was actually Loifa that was the good guy and that it was Faldrene that was the bad guy all along? What a twist. Okay, I'm done with sarcasm.
Tidings from Command, Throat. They have confirmed that Gildevain used Muskmolloy in his procedure. Despite his attempts to destroy all evidence of his crime, traces of the herb were found in his laboratory. Furthermore, no record exists of a healer named Faldrene. If ever there was any doubt of it was a false identity, there is none now.
In hindsight, I should have tried to explain everything to you, but we didn't know who to trust.
Even if you would have attempted to convince me, I doubt what I would have listened. I saw what I wanted to see, believed what I needed to believe. Even with the mounting evidence, I wavered over whether we should save you. My mother would have been ashamed to see what I'd become. I took up the shield because I wanted to protect all life, just as she did to her dying breath.
Your mother was a warrior like you?
She was a healer. The soul crystal you took, it was hers.
Then the woman that day was your mother? Gildevain had already fled Charlie, and we were attempting to escape when one of our comrades collapsed in pain. Someone had a chance to see us, another sage at Physis Tekonon. Suspicious though we must have looked, she rushed to our aid without hesitation, but our companion, he flew into a frenzy and we couldn't stop him. I tried to save her, gods know I did. But with the last of her strength, she pressed the crystal into my hand. Forgive me.
There's not to forgive. She did what she had always done, what she believed was right. If she had any regrets, it would doubtless be that she couldn't help you sooner. As for the crystal, she clearly wished for you to have it. She must have seen something in you in that moment. It's my hope that you will carry on her legacy and fight for the future of all lives.
Future of all lives.
I shall dedicate my efforts to locating Gildevain. Until I do, please continue practicing your skills. The better to be prepared for when we face him.
Well, I got news for you. I've already done the prerequisite training. I'm ready to continue if you are.
Throat, you will be pleased to hear that in response to my latest report, my superiors have quickly decided that spare no resources in the hunt for Gildevain. Amazing that it only took a matter of seconds when in reality something like this should realistically... Anyway, a remarkable change of policy given how they once considered the rumors to warrant only a cursory investigation before being dismissed. But in any event, with their assistance, it's only a matter of time before we find our man. While we await developments, I ask that you continue honing your skills. Better to contend with Gildevain when the time comes.
Can't stand to be idle. I'll join you, if you're not averse.
No, not at all. We would welcome it, in fact. Throat can go no further without my limited knowledge. He would benefit from your guidance, and I dare say you stand to gain from the experience as well. As to how you might train, may I suggest lending a helping hand to the locals? The Dravanian hinterlands are home to many treasure hunters. Theirs is a dangerous line of work, and they often find themselves in trouble. If you speak with their representative, Midnight Dew, she should be able to direct you to her fellows who may require assistance.
You're familiar with this Midnight Dew, yes? Lead the way. You're not gonna come with... okay, I'm just gonna go over there then. This, ravishing-looking Rogadin is, Midnight Dew. I'm sorry, I drifted off for a second. What? Where am I?
He's with you, I take it? Something I can help with?
We're trying to see if there are any treasure hunters out there that have been reported needing of healing.
Oh, you want to help us? Well, it's true enough. Wanting to make quick coin, there's some that has bite off more than they could chew. As a matter of fact, a few hunters have yet to return, and I had a mind to go look for them. Reckon you could take care of it in my stead? Much obliged. Some especially nasty fiends have been out and about of late, and I'm hoping our friends haven't run afoul of them. Friends, I say, but we're more like a family, and family looks after family.
Aye, that they do.
Watch yourselves out there, eh? And thanks again.
Love it when she walks away. Anyway, mind out of the gutter. To think that by subjecting me to the procedure, Gildevain gave me the ability to wield sage magic, the power to heal and to harm. Now we'll repay his gift by doing just that. With his death, his victims will finally be able to move on.
But those are thoughts for another day. Let us be off and see if we can't find these hunters, and any fiends that may be stalking them.
Ah, fancy meeting you. Oh, I see you found a wounded treasure hunter. Ah, make sure no harm comes to him. I'll be the one harming this thing. All done. Alright, diagnosis, you're cured.
Thank you. I thought I'd be able to handle the fiends. Oh, how wrong I was. I owe you my life, and you can be sure I'll sing your praises to all who listen. Fare you well.
I'm glad we could help her. Spare our family the sorrow. Come, let us continue. Oh, this one is a little bit worse for the wear. Oh, it's 2 of them. Okay. Man, healers really are slow at DPS. A terrible wound. This is no time for training. I'll take care of it. Oh, finally you decide to throw your weight around. Are you alright?
What? I'm alive. How? Was it you?
Yes, well, you were in a bad way, and I...
Oh, thank you so much.
My wife, she's with child, our firstborn.
I wanted to earn as much coin as I could to provide for my family, but in my haste I got reckless, took on jobs that were beyond me. But thanks to you, I still have my life, and my family still have me. No more stupid risks. I won't squander the future you've given us. My thanks again, and may the 12 bless you.
He's got a lot to live for, doesn't he? You know, I used to dream about the future I knew I'd never see, but I'm covering... about...
Oh, God, my throat.
Let's try that again.
About overcoming my illness and protecting the force as a wood warder. As is the duty of the men. Wanted to repay my people for not giving up on me, my tribe and my master. I allowed myself to hope when I went with Gildvane until the dream died once and for all in his laboratory. Alongside those who were sacrificed in the pursuit of his twisted ambition. For the betterment of mankind, that depraved fiend took everything from me. Since then, I have been bent upon revenge. Save that, there was no purpose for my sage's power. But since meeting you in Lala, I feel as though I'm beginning to understand why this whole crystal was given to me. The hope that all might live to know a better tomorrow. There's a warmth and comfort in that. And a purpose. I won't fall again. Not when my friends, my family, need me. Come what may, I will protect them. For that purpose and no other, will I use my power. This I swear upon the crystal. Soon we must confront Gildvane. And if we're to triumph, we must trust each other with our lives. Are you prepared to trust yours to me?
I'll do the best a fool can.
You're still sore about that? I didn't realize you were so sensitive. I'm sorry, alright? Well, that's enough training for one day. Let's head back to Idleshire. Hopefully Lala's allies have made progress.
Good gods, I hope he knows I was joking when I said that. I guess I better make it up to him later.
Ah, you're both back. Good. I have news to share regarding the hunt for Gildvane. First of all, we've located the villain. With the aid of a fellow operative, we measured unusual etheric activity in a cave in the Dravanian Forelands. This is where he has made his base and holds Malhad and Ansel. The 2 are alive, but more than that, we could not ascertain.
Hold on, my friends. We're coming to save you.
You've also learned more about Gildvane himself from an acquaintance of his in yesteryear. According to said acquaintance, after graduating from the studium, Gildvane completed further studies in various fields, somnotics most notably. For his skill and knowledge, he was made a professor of the faculty, and it was there that he met his wife, a fellow researcher and talented sage in her own right. But one day she fell gravely ill. Healers of various persuasions attempted to treat her, but her condition deteriorated rapidly, and she passed away not a week later. Gildvane was not the same man after that.
Whatever tragedy is known, I can muster no sympathy for him. Nor would you if you had seen the madness in his eyes, heard the malice in his voice. Mark my words, it wasn't for his wife that he mourned, but the loss of a valuable resource. That is all people are to Gildvane.
So it seems. And whatever reason he may have had, he cannot be permitted to continue his depraved experiments. That being said, we cannot storm his cave just yet. His knowledge of somnotics makes him a dangerous opponent, and we must be amply prepared. To that end, I've been working on a countermeasure, but it will take a little longer to complete. Meanwhile, I must ask for your patience and your faith. As much as I wish to save Malhad and Ansel, it would be meaningless if we lost anyone in the process. So please, believe in me.
Alright, I'll wait. And when all's ready, we'll go and rescue Malhad and Ansel.
Okay.
And watch her magically be done with this solution in a couple of seconds.
My apologies for the wait. The countermeasure is ready. As is quite delicate, however, I will hold on to it until the moment of reckoning. Good. Let's make for Gildevain's lair at once.
Has there been further word on Malhad and Ansel?
My fellow operative reports that your friends are still alive, and together we will ensure that they remain so.
Thank you. Though to me they are more than just friends, they are family.
Our destination lies in the northeast of the Dravanian forelands, where the Somal foothills meet the 100 Throws. The cave entrance is just west of the springs.
Understood. I'll go ahead and scout the area.
Bandersnatch! This is it, Throat, Gildevain's lair. Remember, our chiefest concern is Malhad and Ansel's safety. As for the countermeasure, 'tis a set of garments imbued with a special enhancement to shield you from Gildevain's influence. Should the worst come to worst, it will keep you safe and our hopes alive. As I mentioned, they are rather delicate, but I guarantee that they will last you in this one battle. When you're ready to sally forth, I will have you change into them.
Oh, okay. I don't get to look like, oh, I get to lose out on my purple and yellow. I suppose I'm ready. Poop. Oh, I get a preview of the level 90, Sage gear, and I get a dorky-looking visor. Malhad, Ansel.
Ugh. Ah.
What have you done to them, you bastard?
My such anger, when you should instead feel joy for your friends. They have the opportunity to contribute to mankind's future. For the frailty of our flesh, so much knowledge and skill and experience are forever lost, an unconscionable and unacceptable waste. A lasting solution to the problem will not come without additional sacrifice. 'Tis unavoidable, but you, my friend, you are an invaluable living specimen, and I give thanks for the opportunity to study you further. You monster! How many lives have been lost and torn apart of your twisted whims? You play the part of the indignant moralist well. Pity. As a fellow Sharlayan, I held out hope that you, at least, would come to appreciate my vision. Alas, you are as short-sighted as the rest. But no matter. You can yet serve a purpose as a benchmark for my progress. Oh yes, all the elements are present for a test of strength. Malhad, Ansel, kill these self-righteous fools.
Hold on, my friends. We'll save you.
It should be possible to break Gildevain's control. We just need to find an opening. As for you, I would thank you to never call me a fellow Sharlayan. It sickens me to think that you are a compatriot. Why, the animosity is fairly palpable. I'd best make myself scarce.
Oh, I thought you were just gonna turn tail and run up the hill. Okay, well, whatever. I have neat-looking duds, although I wish they were purple and yellow. But whatever. Alright, so try to keep our little paladin alive. Or gladiator in this case. Wait, what's this? Oh god, okay. So dodge that.
Wake up, Ansel, please.
Wait, wrong thing.
To attack with such reckless abandon. Their bodies and minds must be on the verge of breaking.
Chi bomb. Oh, that ain't good. Oh, it's these things. Cool. Well, standing where you are then. Oh, I guess my previous experience is helping me do well as a healer.
That will do, that will do. Malhad, your turn.
Nice. Got it off in time. Or not.
Lightning gathers.
Wait, really?
You must head it off.
Okay. Alright. Steady, Mahod. Steady. And then we all have to spread out. Cool. Oh, good. Everyone's alright. Hey, I'm supposed to be the one healing her. Oh, whatever.
So this is your limit. Yet another disappointment. But perhaps you could take one of these meddlers with you to the grave.
Stay with me, my friends. We'll free you yet.
Whew!
I think that was just phase 1, too. Malhod, Ansel! Forgive me. I didn't want to hurt you.
Huh. 'Twould seem you possess a heightened affinity for the sage's art. That I should be blessed with such fine specimens for my research. We must see what else you can do. Yes, we must. Watch out!
What?
Aye, that was me.
I guess now we're even. I won't fall. Not again. Through all the suffering and sacrifice, I'm still here. I'm still alive. So long as I live, I refuse to let anyone else die on me. What say you, Mahad, Ansel?
As if you needed to ask.
Where go we follow? You know this.
I believe you knew too, Loifa. And you Throat both.
Gildavane, you wanted to see what else we could do, right? Then come and find out.
Marvelous, absolutely marvelous. Do not hold back, my dear subjects, for neither shall I. For the betterment of mankind, let us transcend the limits of our flesh together.
Wow, he really just did that, didn't he? Oh! He turned into a warframe. Alright. 2 healers, 2 DPS, and a tank. Let's go. Oh, good, my thing is still on her. Alright, let's go.
Man's frail flesh is his greatest flaw. If we are to evolve, we must break free of its confines.
You'll pay for the lives you destroyed.
Oh.
Charlian will suffer your
Hello.
villainy no more.
This proving ground was prepared especially for you. I trust you won't mind if I harvest a sample or two. Come, let us test the edge of my scalpel. I am quite experienced in the art of amputation. You won't feel a thing. We
I
truly
do
are
believe I
possible
might be
specimens.
facing a little bit of
Things I will
lag
learn from your cadavers.
with the way that the NPCs are moving.
People are not your playthings, you fiend.
Oh god. You really don't get much room for that one. Oh god. Let's do that.
Ansel, Throat needs our help.
has been a tremendous pleasure, my dear subjects, but all good things must come to an end.
Oh gods, not the spell. Ah! Damn it! He's taking control of the mines again.
Oh, it seems our two sages have protection. Intrinsic and extrinsic respectively. Curiouser and curiouser.
Oh good. At this rate, their minds will be irreparably damaged.
This magic is derived from Solomonics.
Oh, I gotta attack
If
the
we destroy
Nolifs. I
we
thought
can
I
break
was
its
supposed to heal
hold.
them to full. Well, this'll work.
Too clever by half. But you need to be quick too, as your comrades' brains will melt into their skulls.
Yes, we did it! Are you alright, my friends?
I think so. Thank you.
Alright. Nice little party trick.
Your successors
How about we go on ahead and
such
finish this off once and
recognitions,
for all?
however. But unique as he is most definitely worth the trouble.
Alright. Laugh while you can. Won't be doing it much longer. Alright, that's her health taken care of.
This boat's
Now
ill.
back to kicking this
We
thing's
must finish
ass.
him quickly.
Ah, you're gonna fire those things off again? What's the worst they can do this? Oh, okay. I see. Spread out. Ow. Damn lag. Oh god, again. Whew. I was about ready to say bye-bye to the lovely looking tank.
What are we waiting for? Let's kill him and have done with it.
No, Ansel. It should be Loifa's decision.
This power I have, born of untold sacrifice. I swore that I would use it only to protect life, not take it. Gildevane will face justice back in his homeland, where he committed his most heinous crimes. I'm sorry, my friends. Lala, the crystal was your mother's and it rightfully belongs to you.
It's already where it belongs, though your deeds bring honor to my mother's memory.
Through your deeds, bring honor to my mother's memory.
I will strive to do the same with my trusty sword and shield. With your blessing, I hereby take Gildevane into custody. He will be transported back to Charlian, where he will be tried by the Forum. While I tend to the necessary arrangements, you should return to Idleshire and have a rest. I will join you anon. This mercy is more than you deserve, but you will answer for your crimes. Every last one. When I set out from Charlian, I wanted to reclaim my mother's soul crystal. Wanted it as a memento to remember her by. But I've come to realize that there's no better way to remember her than by the legacy of her deeds in life. She was the gentlest and noblest of women. One who would never flinched in the face of danger when someone was in need of succor. And I will endeavor to do honor to that legacy by rising to the defense of those in need of protection. This includes Loifa and his friends, so in case you worry for them, don't. You should return to Idleshire as well. Gods know you deserve a rest too.
You took your time. Let me guess, you were talking with your superiors and making arrangements to send us back to Charlian as well.
We had a long and difficult conversation, I must confess. Though they were pleased that Gildevain would be returning to Sharlayan alive, no less, they were deeply disappointed to hear that the fugitives escaped, and that, despite my best efforts, I could not pick up their trail again. Though I don't exactly mistrust the Forum, I do have reason to believe that they knew more about Gildevain's activities than they let on. Perhaps they were hoping for a resolution that wouldn't see the sordid details of his experiments brought to light. But now that it's all going to be out in the open and your innocence has been made plain, my superiors will no longer think to pursue you. You are free to begin anew, which is the very least you deserve after all you've suffered.
Well now, here's surprisingly reasonable for a mole-headed Sharlayan.
I beg your pardon, a simple thank you would have sufficed.
I never asked for my powers, but fate has decreed that I have them. I'll use them as they were intended, and fight for the future of all lives. I'll also seek a cure for the procedure's side effects. When I succeed, my friends will finally be able to return home, safe in the knowledge that they won't lose control again.
I can't thank you enough for coming to our aid.
Oi, if it weren't for you, we would have been dead or worse. We'd all be given up on ourselves and lived only for revenge, but you've given us a second chance and we won't waste it.
Okay.
We'll aid Loifa in his research, of course, and it'll be as much for his sake as ours. For all his bravado, he can't stand to be alone.
What?
Oi, we thought that the airmen prefer solitude, but not all lifer. Deep down, he's a lonely little boy.
Family indeed. As a little girl, I regarded the sages of Eldon with awe. In the tales, all were stern, nigh mythical figures, untouchable in their virtues and ideals. But the more I think on it, the more I'm convinced that these legends cannot have been so unlike us. No, they were ordinary folk who bore great love for friends and family, and that love extended to all life. Now more than ever, I see this love in my dear departed mother, and though I still have much more to learn, ever will I endeavor to do her proud. Thank you, Throat. I couldn't have learned all these lessons or accomplished my mission without you. As our work is done, our time together is over, but I shall linger in Eorzea a while and hope to see more of you and hear your tales.
Okay.
Yay, I got the thing that I wanted to do all these quests for. I got a new ability.
The ardent desire to protect has shown away and blah blah blah. I couldn't read it in time. I got Panheima.
And I can do this over again if I want. So, yeah. I can Panheima like the best of them. Whee! Alright, now to never use this job ever again. Oh, wow. I forgot that it heals you upon expiration. That startled me a little bit. Okay, well, onward to more adventures, I guess. I'm gonna go now.